allow me to introduce myself to the small number of those of you present who may not recognise me. I am, of course, Professor Humphrey Bassington Smythe. I'm head of the Department of Theology here at the University of Bologna. And I am Professor of Dogmatic Apologetics. Or is that apologetic dogmatics? I'm never quite sure. Anyway, it's my enormous privilege to welcome you here to our little presentation entitled 4 Wise Men and a Baby. I would like to say with all humility that the thrust of this presentation has come almost entirely from my own groundbreaking research. I have dedicated much of my academic life to the quest of those historical wise men, those mysterious figures who briefly grace the pages of the Gospel. Scripture is silent, however, on the exact number. Tradition has it that there were 3. Balthazar, Gaspar, and Melchios. However, the fruits of the painstaking research over many years suggest to me that there was, in fact, a 4th. We introduced him briefly in last year's presentation, and the historical evidence seems to me to point quite conclusively to his name being, yes, Kevin. Our presentation this year follows on from last year's, which in my view was an academically rather limited one. We join the action, as it were, just as the 4 wise men have been shamefully turned away from the inn by the very same innkeeper, one Faulty by name, who earlier that evening had evicted Joseph and Mary from the inn just before the baby Jesus was born in the nearby stable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough of an introduction. Without further ado, we present 4 wise men and a baby.
What a rude man. He only wanted to stay in his inn for the night. I think I'm going to go back there. I'm going to put one on him.
Kevin. I don't think going back to put one on Mr. Fulton really fits with our search for the Prince of Peace. What thinkest thou?
Okay, you're probably right. I could have taken him, you know.
I think, Kevin, he might have had you on superior reach.
I think you're right.
But be that as it may, the important thing now is for us to find somewhere to stay.
Bafta, can I ask you something?
What's that?
Can I do... What's that?
What's what?
What's that? That!
That, Kevin, is what is called an audience.
Were they here last year?
Well, yes, you know, I think they were.
Do you think they're better looking this year?
Well, with 1 or 2 exceptions.
Bafta, can I do what I did last year? Especially for the children.
Well, if you're quick, because time is pressing.
Thank you, Bafta. Would any children like some sweets? Ready? Catch!
I already rated the good one. Papa. They're gone.
Oh, thank you. Come this way. Watch out!
Kind of ironic. Health and safety.
Kevin, come along. And there's somebody here who can help us. Greetings, fine townsfellow. And how farest thou this auspicious and momentous eventide?
Sorry? He means hello. Oh, hello.
Hello, sir. We've just arrived in Bethlehem, and we think maybe you can help us with our quest.
Well, I'm your man. Here, let me give you my card.
Honest Simon, Bethlehem's finest camel racing turf accountant.
My life already. I'll tell you, I've got a tip for you, boys. 3 o'clock this Saturday. Destiny's Child at Jerusalem. Worth a flutter in my book.
Destiny's Child? Strange name for a camel.
Well, he's out of Limping Lionel's stable. He's worth a flutter, you know.
Well, thank you, but we are not betting then.
No, we're wise men.
Right, so let me see if we can help you in another way. Let me give you my card.
Honest Simon, purveyor of second-hand chariots to the unwary.
That's more like my core business. That's the stuff I like. I like to target the unwary. You, sir! You look like you could do with a chariot, don't you? Instead of having to climb up that camel each day. Yeah? I've got a nice little runner. Only one previous owner. Very low mileage. What do you think?
Thank you, but we have a ladder for Kevin to get on his camel. Now, what we really need is somewhere to stay.
Let me think. Let me give you my card.
Honest Simon, property management.
I used to do this a bit, but not so much these days.
Can't have made you very popular.
Never did. Never did. Never did.
But, well, this is most propitious. I'm sure that Providence has led us to you, so you can help us in our quest for somewhere to stay.
Oh, I think I might have something for you three. A long let and possibly a short let for this one.
Oh, very wrong.
Come this
Do
way.
you take Arabian Express?
That would do nicely.
You've probably guessed that, and we're really excited to be in this play. We are its official guardian angels. And that means that we make sure that nobody gate crashes, nobody gets into the play who's not meant to, and nobody gets hurt.
And to do that, we're going to need your help. Is that okay? Yes! Now we know that nobody comes on stage until after the next carol.
So if you see anybody come onto the stage before then, can you just shout out and let us know?
All right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So for now, we're just going to do a precautionary sweep of the immediate environment. And don't forget, if you see anybody, just shout out and tell us.
All right, that's nice. Got these best sweets over here.
Excuse me, sir. Can we be of any assistance?
No, probably not. I find it very hard to believe that I have not been included in this play up to now.
Pardon?
I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? This play needs the sort of thing I can give, which is business acumen and celebrity status.
Well, it's very interesting, you know.
Well, my presence in this play would give it the sort of boost it badly needs.
Well, it is very interesting, but Mr.
Lord, if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry, Lord,
Sweet Lord Sweetener, do you not recognise me?
Yes. Well, no, actually. Sorry, I don't recognise you, sorry.
And more importantly, you are not in the cast list, my lord, for this play.
I find that very hard to believe as well. I mean, last year I gave a very convincing and very widely recognised performance, which was rightly applauded. There must be some mistake.
I don't think there has been a mistake, Lord Sweetener. You see, we have access to the script.
And we know
That you are.
not in it. And for that reason, You're fired.
And me, you vagabonds.
Poor Lord Sweetener. Still, don't be too concerned for him. I too have access to the script, and I happen to know that we have not seen the last of him yet. He will be back. But for now, before the next scene, will you stand, please, to sing a Christmas carol?